Just leave me be.
There. That's what I tried to do first time. Huh?
Now Firenze will judge you for what you've done.
It's over. It's all over.
Meglio essere felici in questa vita e aspirare a esserlo nella prossima. Requiescat in pace.
I mean, those are terrible last words.
Francesco?
Trophy earned for Bloody Sunday. Well, better than a Monday. Huh. Right where we started.
When I was 6 years old, I fell into the Arno. I soon found myself drifting down and into darkness. Certain my life was at an end. Instead, I woke to the sound of my mother weeping. At her side stood a stranger, soaking and smiling at me. My mother explained that he had saved me. And so began a long and prosperous relationship between two families. Yours and mine. I am sorry I could not save your father and brothers.
You have nothing to apologize for. I believe Jacopo de Pazzi played a part in their deaths. An attack on you as well. I need to find him.
That coward fled before we could arrest him.
Have you any leads?
No, they've hidden themselves well.
Hey.
Jacopo was not the only conspirator to escape.
If they work with Jacopo, they were surely involved in the plot against my family as well. Give me their names.
Antonio Maffei, Archbishop Francesco Salviati, Stefano da Bagnone, and Bernardo Baroncelli.
Bene. I will go and see my uncle. He has men stationed in the countryside.
Wait. Before you go.
A codex page.
I took it from the files of Francesco de Pazzi, seeing as he clearly no longer needs it. I've always had an interest in things of antiquity, as did your father.
It is meaningful to me as well.
Then consider it a gift. Che il Signore ci protegga.
Jacopo de Pazzi, the money. This guy was the head of the Pazzi family, and he ran their banking business. An associate of Lorenzo de' Medici, he had nothing against him personally, so he hired 4 Templar hitmen to take care of the situation for him. Bernardo di Bandino Baroncelli, brought up to hate the Medici family for the exile of his cousins, Baroncelli ran the numbers in the Pazzi bank by day, and murdered for the Templars at night. It was Baroncelli who delivered the first blow. Stefano de Bagnone. Known for his cruelty, Bagnone was trained in Rome as a Templar butcher. It was Bagnone who stabbed Lorenzo de' Medici in the back. Antonio Maffei. Witness to the sacking of Volterra by Florentine mercenaries, Maffei blamed Lorenzo. He joined the Templars to seek revenge. It was Maffei who slashed Lorenzo's neck. Archbishop Francesco Salviati. Convinced he would be the next Archbishop of Florence, Salviati was enraged when Lorenzo stood in his way. But the Templars were there to heal his wounds. It was Salviati who marched their troops into the city.
I still feel like I could have, saved the brother if it didn't just do a cinematic, but oh well. Just get down.
I've marked the Palazzo Medici on your map. In order to achieve 100% sync with Ezio's life, you should go exploring.
Okay.
Climb on the fence.
Well, 8 down, 92 to go.
See, I was thinking of a different building which had that similar kind of format, but it was like, yeah.
It's a monkey.
Monkey.
Power doesn't die. It's passed on.
Okay. Nice information, though. Okay, this kind of looks familiar. He carried it with him, find his inheritance. Oh. Fair enough. Houdini beginning the Chinese water torture cell escape. Oh, I see a ball. Gandhi during the Salt March. I've had to just immediately zooms in on his crotch. Well, doesn't appear to be playing football with it. Because the last one, you could see an outline of the ball in it. But I don't see it this time. Oh, there. Still just naked people running and jumping.
Yes.
Come on. Thank you. Right, now, let's get this sightseeing bit, and then...
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I may be facing the wrong way, but it works. Alright. My vision of the city is opening up. My health was on the very lowest bit, and I was taking a drink of potion. It's a shame when people just have these attacks and they just fall down. I mean, what can you do? There's definitely nothing I did. Yes. That's fine. I can just jump, can't I?
Yeah.
Ah, and I can come help this poor unfortunate soul that just happened to fall.
You don't have to, but it has to happen incredibly.
What did you call me? What did you call me?
Wow.
I am not evil. How dare you besmirch my good name? You called me evil. That's not very nice. I'm not an evil man.
What's with you?
You see nothing?
Must be a drunken wager or something.
Yes, that's exactly what it is, a drunken wager. Or I can go this way. God damn it. Yeah, I always thought that being able to do parkour was quite a cool thing, but I could never really trust myself to actually do it. Anything interesting now? So I have. I was kind of hoping it would like show up another codex page or something, but oh well. Crunch. See, chesty chest.
Nicely done.
Why, thank you. Glad someone appreciates my talents.
Hey, you make it look easy.
I do, don't I? I'm confused. It implies that there's another chest around here, but I don't see anything.
Who taught you to move like that?
I am self-taught. I'm confused.
Forgive me, sir. I'm sorry.
Don't know. Not going to waste too much time on it. More taxes? Haven't we had enough of taxes? Let's rise up and revolt. I mean, look around. Most of us are already revolting. But oh yeah. God damn it. We're running around trying to find bloody Leonardo, and that's where the bloody exclamation mark is.
It's you. Thank God you're all right.
This madness with the Medici and the Pazzi, is this why you pursued Francesco?
Not exactly.
Well, whatever your reasons, the city's safe again thanks to you. Now tell me, how may I be of service? Ah, another page.
Another several pages.
Aha, it's a similar cipher to the last one. This won't take long. Interesting. Oh, indeed. I see. It's another blade design for delivering poison.
Can you build it?
See, it
Poisson.
won't take very long. I
For
just need to
delivering
find a way to
poisson.
pull out the blade without sacrificing the...
It's all right, Leonardo. Just do what you need to do.
All done. I filled your blade with a bit of poison to start with. Should you run out, just visit a doctor.
Poison. From a doctor.
In high enough doses, that which cures can kill.
I am in your debt
He's not
once
wrong.
more, my friend.
Anytime, Ezio. Anytime.
Anything too high of a dose can kill you. I'm guessing I can't. I'm guessing he's basically done every page that I had on me.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't do that every day. I just do it all at once,
Okay.
so you can go back to Montegiani.
Yeah. Well, I guess I might as well get there quickly. Yeah, 5 pages. Anki, I'm home. Ooh, Assassin 2.
Oh yeah, 'cause you went to see
Tom.
Tom.
Let me in the Tom. Sorry, I had to be a foot closer. Rats! I hate rats. Okay. I was raised in a small house by the Venetian lagoon, within sight of the rough foam-capped waves of the sea. When I was barely old enough to walk, I became a sailor, navigating the Atlantic first as an apprentice, then while carrying cargo for my father's patron, Messer Marco Polo. It was a good life. Good old Marco Polo. Dead booty! But considering that there looks like there's still a bit of rotting flesh on them, they've not been there for that long.
I've been there for a while.
Yeah, but
Not long enough.
considering this is meant to be a forgotten crypt. One day, while ashore in the harbour looking for work, I fell in love. She was barely 20, but when I looked into her eyes, the whole world was reflected back, clearer and brighter than the sun. After that, I still went to sea, but my heart remained on land with the girl who had become my wife and our young son. She became your wife and a young son? Wow. One afternoon that summer, Messer Polo called me into his study. My father was already there, beside an older man dressed in a strange hooded cape, watching us.
Oh.
At the moment everything about my life changed. My father told me that he was an assassin. Removing his ring, he showed me a strange marking on his finger, explaining that our family came from an ancient order that protected and defended mankind. He paused, and then when I didn't speak, Messer Polo stepped forward, and he told me that the stranger in the hood would teach me, and in return I would carry him across the Mediterranean to Spain. And so began my apprenticeship with Dante. I don't know how to pronounce that. One that would destroy every bit of happiness I would ever have.
I just realised who that could be about, but I'm not going to say anything.
Dante from Dante's Inferno?
Also, what's with the accent?
Oh, dunno. I thought I'd try something.
Ooh. Mirror.
I wonder where I have to go.
Somewhere.
I'm sorry, is this on a...
Oh, the time.
That's what I'm thinking. I did it!
Ooh. As in the quick inscription there.
In preparation for our voyage, Besser, met with me repeatedly. At first, our meetings were about purchasing supplies, but soon they became about higher things, about life, love, honor, and justice. He taught me that society was set up in such a way as to control its members, to stop us from thinking, from seeing. Soon, I could look past all the laws and the illusions. I understood that mankind had been used by its rulers, and that we, the people, deserved freedom. I've no idea what accent I'm doing. It was then that Dante began showing me the pages from a book that Messer Polo had brought back from the place of the great Genghis Khan. The manuscript, the codex, was about our order, the assassins. Ready? Another one. Can I not just swim that one?
Probably not. Yeah, no.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Wrong. Come on.
Good work.
Another... No, that's clearly not where I wanted to go. Our planned voyage never took place. While returning to the Ravina to pick up the remainder of his belongings, Dante died. Dismayed at the loss of my mentor, I went to inform my father and Messer Polo of the sad news. Before I could even speak, I was ushered into the study, and my father, with his face white, locked the door behind me. Shocked, I listened in silence as he spoke. Dante intended to take the codex to Spain, where it would be safe. But he was being watched. The enemy of the assassins, the Knights Templar, still existed. I recalled the stories he had told me of the Templars, and it all became clear. Dante had been murdered. Murder! The Templars knew about the Codex, and they knew about us. Shaking, my father told me that to take the Codex and leave for Spain at once with my wife and child. As Messer Polo ushered me out of the door, he handed me a small piece of paper with a number on it. With this number, I could draw on his credit more ducats than I had ever seen in my life, and at any bank in Italy. I don't know what ducat is, but I know it's a form of currency, apparently, according to that. So. Yes. Oh, blimey. Okay. Come on. There we go. We set sail that night, the ship filled with cargo to sell to the markets of Barcelona. At first, all was well. Then, to avoid a coming storm, We laid anchor in Otranto Harbour. Cloaked in darkness, the pirates came. I didn't see them until they were already boarding my ship. I hid with my family in the hold. Pulling out the codex, I ran the worn leather cover through my hands. Then I broke the spine. The pages slid onto the floor, and I scattered them into the chests, boxes, and containers I was carrying to the market. The men who found us were drunk. I could smell it on their breaths. When they asked for the codex, I knew who had sent them. Holding back my rage, I said that I had thrown it overboard. They started to laugh. Two held me down, still grinning, while the rest cut off my wife's clothes. She begged for mercy until her voice gave out. Once they were done, they threw her into the sea. They took my cargo and sunk my ship, and left me adrift, clinging to a piece of railing. I made it to the beach with my son. My wife's body washed up on the shore the next morning with the tide. Pleasant. Might help if I do that. Oh, what's that there? Hang on. What is this? Okay, I'm guessing I have to go back this way. Fair enough. Right. Oh, okay, that worked, I guess. Isn't really what I intended, but yeah, sure. Assassinos. I never saw the sea again. Making my way to Florence, I rented a small room, then visited the bank. I had memorized Polo's account number. With the vast sum I had now at my disposal, I went to Venice in disguise to find my father. I returned to Florence the next day. Both Polo and my father were already dead. From that moment forward, I collected treatises on architecture, studied the classics, and took vocal lessons. I adopted the name Auditori, impersonating a noble at the Florentine court, accepted as one of their own. I took on the trappings of nobility and constructed this villa for me and my son. And then I hunted them. I raised my son to fight, to find the codex, and to kill Templars. Together we would regain the honor of my wife and avenge the death of my father. Two deaths that could never be repaid. To the auditory that reads this, remember that you are not a nobleman. You are not one of the deceivers. You are one of the people. Avenge us. I promise you now, I will not be stopping the accent. I'm finding it amusing. Okay, it was just family crypt. I expected it to be another one of those assassin crypt things.